Out for a walk, feeling lost and in the dark, with no hope and with no spark.
Quicksand
Yeah,
has a very powerful meaning.
yeah, definitely. We were getting ready to record for CTV actually, and we've been in Aaron's home, which we kind of bounced back and forth between our home and his for rehearsals, and we were practicing with in-ear monitors. And at the end of the rehearsal, we all kind of were like, let's try to create something. And I was like, let's write something like Sia would, you know? Aaron started playing piano, which is the way it always starts. And sometimes the song's really silly and he's talking about muffins. But this song, they were just humming words. It's like we were talking about, the like melody was coming. And so we hit record just, you know, for the hell of it, to be like, okay, is this gonna work? And at the end of the rehearsal, as she said, we were like, let's go back and revisit that. And her and I had been talking about how we wanted to do something really politically charged. We were feeling like emotional about everything we were seeing online, and I felt myself actually like turning things off because it was just moving me to a way where I was like, oh, it just makes me sad and angry, and I was just feeling all of this sense of just energy that I didn't know what to do with. And all of these words just came so quickly. It was, you know, Aaron was playing and he was recording stuff and laying down different beats, and I was just like furiously writing, and
we were piecemealing.
Yeah, piecing stuff together because he had already put a couple, you know, words in there. And so out of the blue, I just got this vision of the music video, and it was just in my head how I would see it, and it was putting all these words. It was just almost like, you know, like falling onto the page. So it was emotional. You know, I remember feeling like really sad, and at the same time like, oh wow, this is really going to change something. I can feel it. Like, and then once we recorded it, we kind of fell in love with the song.
It was the end of the night. Everybody left. I don't remember how late it was exactly.
It was late.
But we weren't really sure what we had. Like, we knew like there were good lyrics, and we knew that it obviously had an emotion to the song, but you never really know until you like let it sink in. Or, you know, in this case, we like synced it up to the beat and did a few other things just to kind of spice it up a little bit. And the next morning we all listened to it and we're all like just
floored
on a super high, just like, oh my gosh, what do we have here right now? Yeah. This is amazing.
A lot of the words are hit very close to home, and you know, that whole part where I was telling you about just turning off the TV to not watch, and there's a line in it, it's like, you know, I don't want to feel. And I feel like that's what a lot of us do in our everyday lives. You know, we're so tuned into like Twitter and Facebook and all these news feeds and blasts and these mini little chicken McNuggets of information, but really what it is we're just numbing ourselves from what's real out there, you know. And that's this idea of like, I got a freight train headed straight for me, is the idea that there is a lot of brutality and racism still out there in the world, and we're all just kind of numb to it. We're like, hey, let's go take selfies everywhere, you know. And it's like, a freight train headed straight for me, I'm not leaving, you can't make me leave, is more like, let's take a stand. And the song is a call to action. It's like, what are we going to do about it? We are the next generation, you know. We are our future. Our children are our future, but we don't have children yet, you know. So we're our future, and we need to be making an impact. And as artists, yeah, we can write about love and sex and fun and partying and drinking, but I think it was just time to write about something that was a little bit deeper, and it's something that touches all of us, you know. We really, really are emotional about it, and we want the world to feel that, you know. We want everyone to take something from this and say, what am I gonna do? You know, what can I do?
But know that there's hope, you know, like that's the whole thing, is that, yeah, there's darkness in the world, and it's really terrifying. And, you know, that's one of the reasons why I don't watch the news, because it breaks my heart. I mean, I'm too empathetic to it all. I just feel like I absorb that energy. And obviously, I mean, when it's like you say you don't want to feel, it's because we live in our own bubbles, you know, like we all kind of protect ourselves in our bubbles. Even us, the four of us, we're like our own, like we have each other's backs so hard, but it's important to like step out of the bubble and to be like, okay, I get it that it's going on, and there's both sides of it. There's a person who's politically charged, it's like right there in the forefront, and then there's the person who's in the back that is still supporting and still being strong, but doesn't want to be that forefront person, doesn't want to be like the one who's like, I'm not moving, but there's still that strong silent force. And it's a song for everyone, and it's exciting to write music like that, and I can't wait for the world to hear it. I mean, it'll be premiering live for the first time anywhere with you guys. We sang it one other time before that at a show, and it's going to be really exciting to see what comes from it.
So Do-Overs also has a pretty positive message.
Yeah, definitely. I wrote that one actually this last summer. It was actually in like May. I was just seeing all of my friends online posting and whining about their lives and how everything was awful, and I just was in my bed again. This was like 2 a.m, and we live in a world filled with doubt. Everybody's like, you can't do that. There's no way out, you know? But there's this ember, it's us inside, like the fire inside of us that decides like what we want to do. And I just thought, like, let's live in the now. Like, let's live like there's no do-overs, because what happens tomorrow? You know, I remember reading online, a friend of ours had like gotten into a tragic car accident and was like on life support, and it was like, wow, that person probably didn't even know that was about to happen to them. And I thought to myself, if we don't do it now, what the heck are we waiting for, you know? And so I just wanted to write something that would kind of motivate everyone out there to kind of let go of the past and regret, because that's what we do. We all live in regret, and I do it. You know, I'm guilty of it myself, and it's a reminder for myself, you know, to let go of that crap and, you know, live in the present and the future, you know.
Right.
And we want to empower kids and, you know, women and obviously men too, but being in music, it's definitely a male dominated field. And so we're here to inspire women to live their dreams and passions and do something they love every day, because it'll make you a lot happier. I guarantee you that.